This is Hardy Brute with another run of Tower Dominion. And this run we're going to try to beat challenge level 4. So let's get it started. With each difficulty, it increases the number of waves as well as the entry points to your headquarters. So the difficulty ramps up quite a bit. And I've tried this quite a few times and unlocked a number of characters. The best characters I've found is Marshal Tander, who gives you 4 choices instead of 3, and an extra 100 supply right off the bat. Another choice is Miguel. He gives you free doctrines, and +1 range to buildings next to the headquarters. But I think we're going to go with Lethiza, and try to cheese a little bit of the recon production. So let's go. So we got 4 entry points. Luckily 3 of them actually, are pointing to the same spot. With cross-shaped tiles, it's not uncommon to have 5, 6 entry points at the start of the round. So I'm going to get the 2 weapons for the HQ, and that'll actually cover us for the first 3 rounds or so. And the main thing we're looking for, the Werewolf is really good. The main thing we're looking for is 2 specific doctrines that when you re-roll, which is those tile pieces you place down, you gain supplies and you gain damage for each of your towers for each reroll. Another Werewolf is really good. I think Werewolf is one of the strongest towers to start the game with. So if you look in the bottom left corner, you can re-roll these tiles for 25 recon. So our hope is to get those 2 doctrines while amassing a lot of recon. And with the Werewolves at a height of 0, the upgrades for it, it'll gain 60% attack speed because it's doubled. And if it's next to the HQ, it gets 200% damage and 2 range. It also gets 100% attack speed for spending 2 of those little technology points. So none of these are all that exciting. So let's just grab the Bastion and the supply. The Bastion's a pretty versatile unit, and it's good for these maps. But we can upgrade our Werewolf now. So we're looking for 600 to get the double damage. It can also get explosive radius, or just 300% damage, and slow. But they cost 3,000 compared to 600. Once again, none of these are that exciting. And we might get the Discovery, because it increases neutral building chance. And this is the perfect piece for us. And just like that, we get a neutral building. So if you build next to it, you get 300 supply. So it kind of makes whatever you build next to it a free building. And we have a perfect building to actually build next to it. The officer quarters, its very first upgrade gives us +8 recon. So now we're at 23 per round. So we almost have enough to get 1 free reroll every round, which will hopefully pay off. We also only have 2 entrance points now. So we can get supply, we get a Werewolf. That first one gives us supply, and it upgrades all our Werewolves for 10%. And we're only going to try to get around 5 at max, because we only have 10 technology points, and they cost 2 per upgrade. But they're really strong for their area effect and their attack speed early on. So we gained 160% attack speed. The basic Mirador towers are also very versatile. They can give you camouflage detection, and they can also upgrade to heal your HQ. And right now we've lost about 800 health, but we're not too far in the danger zone yet. So we can get HQ, HP, and the recon. The recon could pay off later. So now we're at 250 recon. Ooh, we got just a flat area. That's not the worst. If we're lucky on the towers we are set up pretty good for some advanced towers. Some 4x4s are bigger. And we're still taking a bit of damage. The Salamander is a really good area effect damage building, and the Puma is an anti-air. I'm going to take that one. What threats do we have? Camouflage units, that could be the death of us. And shielding units that burrow. Well, let's buy detection on our Mirador. Give it another weapon. We can't afford the healing. Detection in this game actually works differently than I thought. Only that building itself has detection. So cloaked is a lot stronger than it first seemed. Get a bit more supplies. This isn't the worst piece. It's at least got a straight edge on it. So now my HQ has a little more HP, a little more damage, and it'll heal about 5% per round. That's about 135 right now. Which, against the cloaking, I think I'm just going to take the double supply. These all kind of suck. Against the cloaking, you can either kill the cloaking or you can just heal the cloaking away. Because I think monsters do damage based on how much health they have. And the cloaked units are a little more squishy compared to others. So let's get a second detector tower. We can upgrade the detection, the damage. We still can't afford the healing. So our right side is pretty covered, but our left side is not covered like at all. Area effect will still damage them, and soldiers will run right into them, so we got lucky that time. The Sanctuary is a really good unit. It does very high damage, but it's in a very fixed attack range. We got another straight tile. Hopefully we can build around the entire island. That would be awesome. And we can't afford anything, so let's just move on. There's a lot more cloaked stuff to the left there. We took a bit more damage that time. Decimation position is another big mortar, but you need little mortars to benefit it. So I'm going to take the production in the middle and get the anti-air. So now we have 2 healers, so we're at 10%. We're going to heal 320 per round. And we still killed quite a bit of the cloaked units. Air command. That really only works in a very straight line, which is not how our map is set up right now. The 2000 HQ actually benefits us quite a bit, since we're going to be healing 10% per round. Ooh, we get a corner piece. Ooh, the island dreams, it's happening. So we need another corner and another straight path. With that added health, we're now going to heal 698 per round. And we probably need another cloaked unit to the left. Cloaked and shield in the same map is pretty rough. I'd much rather be dealing with air. All these units kind of suck. I could take the werewolf, but we don't really have the supply to pay for it. I think I'm just going to get another cloak detector. And the bastion. The bastion itself can also be upgraded to be a cloak detector as well. And you might think 7k HP is a lot, but I've had 10k before, and I've still gotten one shot by the thick boys. So the Claymore Tower is really cool because it can be an energy shield breaker or an anti-air, or it can get an explosive round too. So it's probably the most versatile tower, except it doesn't get detection at all. Plus 20 per battlefront, that's really strong. The howitzer, let's get the howitzer. Oh my god, another straight path. We just need a corner now. And this gives us plus 15 per building next to it. So we paid 200 and get 15 now. Plus the 20%, so it's 18. And battlefronts are the entrances that the enemies come from. So usually you have like 8 or 10 going on sometimes. So the increase in production would be really big, but we've gotten really lucky with the map this time. Ooh, another howitzer. Yes, please. So hopefully we can connect the island and then just go straight to the left for a long time. Because our howitzer just fires in a straight line really, really far. And we took about 600 damage, but we're going to heal all that up after this pick. And all of these are really bad. I think I'm going to just take the double doctrines, just so it removes it from the pool. So lower cost. Ooh, we got a corner piece. The island is complete. And we never even had to roll for it. That's awesome. So if we go left there, put the howitzer on the right, it's going to be amazing. So we only have one entrance point now. And this guy will do great right here. I just need one platform to put him up front, so that his attack range hits that entire line. So hopefully we can get a platform. And I'd like to use these Claymore Towers and upgrade them for the shield bricks, because there's a lot of shield guys going around. Although the shield guys going to the right could be sort of an issue. But their path is so much longer that it doesn't even matter. Ooh, and that's the one we wanted. So on reroll, gained 75 supply, and we have almost 500 recon. So that's 1500 free supply when I roll. I'm going to not do that until I get the second doctrine, because I don't think it's retroactive. So we're going to still keep on greeding until we get that second doctrine. That's actually not terrible for the howitzer. I'd like to keep making that path to the left though and put these howitzers in the middle. Aim them to the left. But these aren't terrible positions right now. But let's keep moving on. A lot of shield guys going top. I could put the bastion up top too. It also becomes a detector or a shield breaker. All of these are terrible. Even that scout building, which I thought was good for a while, it's only scouts for itself, so it's actually really bad. Straight path with an angle? It's not terrible. We have enough supplies. I'd like to add the sanctuary. Ooh, that's a really good spot right there. It goes up down the middle path, and then that path that goes to the left too, we can build that up too. We can hit both areas. It's really good for area effect and for single target damage. Still a lot of shield guys going top. But the wolf tower and the HQ itself are actually pushing them back. We only took 300 damage that time. Get another werewolf. Probably the supply on the werewolf. I do need supplies. So the elite units are a flying unit, and there's also a splitter unit. So when it dies, it splits into different things. So we added our third werewolf. And let's just see how we do against this. So right now we're dealing with everything. Shield, cloak, air, and splits. It looks like we're having the most trouble with the shield units still. And we're half dead. And a lot of the air units take half damage from any damage type other than anti-air guns. So these are all terrible. I think we're going to take the anti-air though in the recon. We got another straight piece. Ideally, I'd like to get a corner and just a bunch of straight pieces. Get 2 paths going. Ooh, and then plus 50 supply production on this neutral building. That's pretty big. And it's lined up right next to this killer bastion position. Which bastion benefits from height or no height. So max height, which is what it's at, it gains 30% damage. And I'll probably turn it into a anti-shield if I can. Throw down the anti-air. We're taking a bit too much damage. And I'd really like to not die. We have a big mix of units though to defend against. We barely pushed those guys off. So we get another bastion, which I'm not against. And probably get the recon too. And I really hope we get that other doctrine. So we can upgrade the anti-air, increase the range probably. And then we can go even further into anti-air if I get more money. So we kill everything that goes left, it's just the stuff going up and right isn't quite taking enough damage. These are also really bad. I think I'm going to take the double cost on the anti-air and the bastion. It also removes it from the pool, so hopefully we can get a corner piece. Let's go. Hopefully we can get the doctrine we really want. The rolling damage. So now we're in a position that our howitzer actually lines up pretty good. Especially if we extend that path to the left one more time. And we can actually afford the second howitzer too. But I think it does better on the right side, even if we push it up one. Eventually this path is going to become huge, so it's going to take advantage of all that range. So our area damage and our single target damage went up quite a bit. We still have the shield guys just running through. But our troops actually helped quite a bit on that. Nice, and we've been healing. These are super awful. I think I'm just going to take the supplies. We get a lot of supplies just from kills now. Salamander, we never have got that platform for our salamander. I'm almost ready just to slam it down here. But I'll wait. So let's upgrade some of our towers. Howitzer gets a bigger explosion, more targets. More damage, and it needs a building next to it. Or it can slow. Slow is really strong. I'm gonna get slow. Damage based on battlefronts is really bad for us. And then more targets, more explosion. Cost 600. I can upgrade both of them. Ooh, those yellow guys split too. They're really bad. As in, they'll kill us. Well, we half died, but we're still going to heal almost 700. Oh my god, there's a platform. And there's a straight piece, let's go. There's a slow on this side? Man, we're getting so many good things. Put the platform in the front. Area effect in the front, that should help us a lot. This unit is busted. Oh my god, I needed 2 platforms? Are you joking? Come on, man. Well, hopefully we get another platform. In the meantime, we can add slow to the left side. And we've got 1800, so what does this building do? Take away upgrade cost. Well, let's just throw our Dirndl in. It's got big range. It gets even more range if it's next to a neutral building. That's really strong. So we can upgrade more of these later. But let's put a bastion on this corner over here, where we're always leaking from. We can upgrade it, but we really want that shield break there for 720. I'm actually going to slow it down so we can get that. Nice, so that should hopefully help a lot with the shield that keeps running by right there. And the answer is, sort of. The werewolves are still doing a lot of damage for us. I might want to just upgrade those guys. And out of fear of death, I placed another healing tower. So now we'll heal 1200 per round. My god, there's so much air still right there. Are we gonna die? 1167? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was rough. The Claymore is anti-air. But you know what we really need? What we really need is that platform. So we can finally get the Salamander going online. I think the Salamander is busted. It actually gains damage from height instead of gaining range. So we can just give it plus 25% more damage. Certain buildings get more range. I don't care about that. It gains more range by stealing it from buildings next to it. That's pretty cool. So if I can afford buildings, just crappy buildings to throw next to it, it'll do even more damage. So I hope that's enough, because the Salamander is a really strong turret. Can put these bunkers are only 200. I can even put the anti-air turret there. Ooh, we did a lot more damage that time. I told you, that Salamander is busted. Nice, we're going to heal another 1200. Salamander costs are down. The platform we don't need anymore. Well, we're not done upgrading the Howitzer, and the anti-air isn't terrible to have. Of those 3 choices, though, they were pretty bad. That's not the worst. We could stop the path over here. Hopefully we can get a 3-way piece to connect it up there next. So we're on wave 27. I've actually made it to wave 30, 32 a number of times. But I always end up dying around wave 30. So hopefully this one will be different. Get quite a bit more shield breakers up front. Ooh, the shields are actually disappearing now. There's some small little really fast units too. Nice, so we're healing again. The frontline trench is a unit that can be upgraded to slow. And we're kind of past werewolves now. So now we have new threats. What are they? Camouflage threat. And a shield boy. I've never fought the camouflaged tier 3, so I don't know how much health it has or how much damage it's going to do. But let's drop our trench down. It has to be on 0 height. The right side costs recon, the left side is just more damage. So it gained 1 range, and it also gained a slow for the final upgrade. That's really the only thing I care about. I would like to get another shield break for the shield guys, but I'm kind of scared of that camouflage, so I think I'm going to go to the left and get the detection. So at least we have a little bit of something doing damage. I can also get a second detector here, maybe. But we've spent all our gold. We do get a lot during the wave, though. We're already back to almost 1,000. That one cloak guy just ran right through. And the splitters, too. The splitters make it really far. So these are all also terrible. The claymore gives us anti-air and a supply. At the moment, it's just the air making it through. Did we get our... Oh my god, we got the piece we wanted too. Our 3-way. Let's go. We got extremely lucky with the tiles, seeing as we didn't actually spend any rerolls since we've been hoarding them. So the upgrade costs of this building are 50% cheaper. So I'd like to go anti-air fully on this building. Try to kill some of those big pink balls from the start. Nice. So hopefully that'll help. Put another anti-air on the corner over here. Go as much into anti-air as we can get. Damage, more anti-air. And we're running low on money again, but we've also healed back to half health. I can upgrade this one during the wave. So let's keep going. When you choose anti-air weapons too, it also should prioritize it as a target. At least is what it says. Those yellow guys are going to be the death of us. And we didn't take any damage, so we're going to heal again. And oh my god, there it is! On reroll, buildings gain 0.5% damage. We have almost 700 recon rolls. So at 700, that is 28 rerolls. So that's 14% damage. And that's 2,100 supplies for free. But you can only reroll when placing a tile, so we have it all set up, we just have to live another round or two. This mortar, the big benefit of this mortar is that it also gives detection to everything that's touching it. It's one of the upgrades. So we can go max range or min-range. Mid-range helped a little bit more. And adjacent buildings have detection. So now my howitzers, which already do a bunch of area damage, can attack the cloaked units possibly. Range or targets? I might as well get the range and the 200% damage and fire rate for only 2 tech points. Let's add detection to this back unit by the HQ. It's pretty cheap. And we can upgrade this first Claymore tower as well. Give it some anti-air and boost the range. I know it's cost us a little bit of recon, but it's probably worth it. Because it's on a good corner over there. Ooh, those cloaked units are fast too. They're bleeding through a bit. They could still healed more than the damage we took. The Rampart Missile Silo. Plus 30 supply production and plus 100 supply. That's really good. The Missile Silo is a really good unit. It attacks all the entry points of the enemies, but seeing as we built the map and there's only one entrance, it's a really bad unit for us. So we spent all of our recon. Now we're up to 4k supplies. And there's no indication for the damage we gained, but we gained at least 12%, 13. So let's go on a spending spree. So the first thing I like to upgrade is the howitzer. 75% damage, more explosion radius, really fast rate of fire, or a bit more damage, and massive range that they don't really need. And we're out of money. And I'm gonna put this anti-air next to the medium-sized mortar just because it gets detection. And maybe he'll hit some units back there. Or hit the air back there. Oh yeah, he's lobbing it a lot faster. Even the cloaked units, although they are making it through. Ooh, the yellow guys, not the yellow guys. Retribution position. The air command is also an amazing unit. It's just not for our map. Because it needs a long, straight path, and it also doesn't need any islands in it. So this gives us a bit of recon, and the retribution is a really good unit too. And if we position it right next to the medium mortar, it also gets detection, which is perfect for us. And it has a couple upgrades for range, so 50% damage or anti-air. I'd rather have damage. The battlefront range is just +2 range, which is probably what I'm going to get, even though we only have a single battlefront. But now we can shoot missiles at those cloaked units running around, which is pretty cool. Cloak is still making it decently far. Ooh, an electric arc cannon. That's what I built this island for. Because it sits in a cross shaped and it goes almost, so it's like a circle around it. But from each point it attacks. So if we can fit that unit in our map, that would be amazing. So let's try. The threat detected is a breeding grounds. Hatching eggs emerge. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Spend our rerolls for a little bit of cash. Make the path just a bit longer. So where does this go? I would really like it to touch the medium mortar. And with this platform it gave us, it's for the perfect spot right here. So it can gain slow, which we don't really have any slow on this side. +1 range. If at height 0, that doesn't affect us. Adjacent units are good at anti-air. They deal more damage to anti-air. HU suffers damage every time. There's plus range though at the very bottom, so if we can get to that one, that'll be worth it. Then it'll cover this entire little island circle. That'll be amazing. So now the arc tower can hit the little cloak units and also slow them down. Yeah, look how much slower they go. Now I don't have to fear the cloaked anymore. Although they still almost made it. Get the air command, get the supply. None of these units really. Because the way the air command works is you click on one of the islands and it sends a bomb all the way back until it hits another structure. So ideally you want a really long path with just one island, and you can send the bomb the opposite direction. I think I'm going to get the Murder for the detection and the healing, and I can use that little mortar too. So increased air damage is nice, and I don't really want our HQ to take damage each turn. And we can actually afford both of these ranged. So we might as well get the +3. Because I don't have anything else to spend the technology points on anyways. And it did 6.3k damage last time. So he's a good addition to the team. Throw in one more terror to heal and give a little bit more health. Now we're at 9.1k. And we're going to heal 1800, I believe. And throwing in the mortar next to the salamander that we just got will make the salamander do 50% more damage. And he's doing 7k right now. And the mortar's actually in a pretty good spot too. So this is one more wave, and then we fight whatever the boss is. Taking care of the cloaked unit's not so bad. This wave was incredibly easy. Lower the cost, increase the damage. That's probably the best one. These are all terrible though. Maybe the lowered cost will help us get the last upgrade for our howitzer. And this is the final wave. Oh, I have to place one more unit, but I can roll 2 more times. Get 1% more damage. So we gain the neutral building, extra damage to air and shield, but that doesn't help us at all. It's only for the turret next to it. Let's see with our howitzer. We can get the damage and explosive size. And we can't afford the big ones. It did 10k last time. Our sanctioned cannon did 11.4k, and it can gain 25% damage. So we might as well buy that. And now we still have 1,000? So we only have one more turret, the anti-air. This corner is kind of the best bet. Upgrade the anti-air, do damage, even more anti-air. And that was the last of our gold. So let's slow the game down and watch the final wave. And after playing... Oh, there's little creatures that spawn randomly. That's what the boss is, huh? So our arc tower is really good against that. Same with the mortar. Because the arc tower is just destroying them before they can do anything. But if I only had howitzers or something that attacked really far away, I'd be super screwed. The shield's getting kind of close. My arc is up to 12k, 12.4. It's not looking so bad though. We do have a bunch of air coming. All the cloaked units died. Those tough guys hurt a lot of health when they hit. Nice, we didn't even take damage. It's no fear. 35 ways. So because I completed the ways with the specific character, I can gain 800 supplies as a doctrine. With our howitzers, this guy gets 50% reload on all the mortars, howitzers, Sancton cannons. And you start with one of each. That's really strong. Unlock difficulty 5. Well, difficulty 4 was really hard. Gain 100 recon. This is the lady you get for beating tier 4. Start with 1 smoke signal, and you start with an air command. That's pretty cool. We got a new building. Can power its pulse cannon or send requests for more supplies. Okay. So our howitzers did the most damage at only 400k. Bastions did 350. Our headquarters actually did 300. The one singular Sanctum cannon did 160k by itself. The Retribution was 30. The Claymores did 135. Well, the greedy recon build worked out. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Later.